Getting comfortable. Embrace your weirdness. Chapter 5. So, now you're at school, there's a lot of work to do. But you're also going to make lots of friends and learn loads and loads about yourself too. When you arrive, you're relatively young and you have to rely on other people for many parts of your life. But you'll leave as a young adult, almost ready to drive a car, vote in elections, and take your place in the world as a fully grown human person who's taking more and more responsibility for themselves. You'll look different, think differently, you'll be you, 2.0, a more sophisticated, mature, and knowledgeable version of the person reading this book right now. This section of the book is all about how you can fit in while staying true to yourself on that journey to you 2.0. We'll talk about embracing your weirdness and all the things you love while wearing a uniform. We'll navigate making and breaking friendships. Then we'll explore what happens if you encounter a bully or if you see someone being bullied. But before we start this bit, here's a little something that is actually true but people never admit to. Everyone has, at some point in their lives, wished they were better at fitting in. Yes, they wish they had those trainers that everyone else had in the year group. They don't just FYI. Or they wish they'd gone to that thing on a weekend in town. Everyone's going to, but my stepdad won't let me. Or they've been invited to the house party at that person's house that was allegedly so good. Oh my God, we should have been there. It was the best night ever. Fitting in isn't like a Lego brick clicking into place or a door locking and then, hey presto, you're done. And that's truer than ever when you look online. When you might find yourself trying to be someone you think is a better version of you because their Instagram is full of sunsets and smiles. But how many times did the camera click for your friend to get the beach picture from last summer that got 4,506 and 743 likes? These parties aren't as dramatic or weird or as wonderful as they sound. The reality is more likely that people will have had a good time and it will have just been fine. Plenty. Would it have been the same number? And would you have thought the same of it if he or she had uploaded the one taken a second before that a dog cocking its leg and peeing on the sand? It can be easy to wish you were more normal. If you were more like everyone else, you might think you would fit in better. You might also think that normal people dress a certain way and appear to do what they should, when they should, acting in a way that society has decided people at this stage from this country do. But never forget that everyone has those bits of themselves they don't like. Even the most apparently normal person with the apparently perfect life in your year will, I guarantee you, have times when they wish they were more like someone else. More important than anything else, you should be yourself. Normal is a clear, shiny paint people put on things to keep us feeling okay. It's the version of ourselves that gets shown to the outside world. Everyone's version of that is different. So if we let go of normal being a thing and realise that every single person is battling through some stuff, then we will start to realise that this person, you, reading this book, yes, you, is a brilliantly unique person. Let's do that, shall we? Good. Every one of us, you, me, your mum, your dad, every single person in your maths class, which is as hard as reading a train timetable in Russian, we all want to be liked. But remember that not every single one of us is going to be best friends with everyone else. Being the truest version of you, living your life and not trying to be someone else is so important. Embrace what makes you unique. Life is what we make of it. If we know that, we'd better live life the way we want, hadn't we? The world is a big place with so many colours, beliefs, haircuts, sights to see, people to meet, religions, achievements, styles of jeans, shoes, piercings, tattoos. Not yet, mind. Ask your folks when you turn 18. Places to live, sexualities, box sets to watch, exams to pass, cars to drive, coffees to taste, people to fall in love with. People to fall out of love with, jobs to get, mountains to climb, romantic comedies to watch, dreams to dream, songs to sing and pictures to take. You'll meet people during your first few years of secondary school who you feel sure you absolutely 100% will always be friends with. That will terrify your parents though, in some cases, as maybe the friends you've made right now aren't the ones you'd have chosen for you, and they worry about the influence they may have. Sometimes it's someone they really worry about, and you just don't really understand why. That person might seem really quite lovely at that point in your life, and while that friend might be cool right about now, you might end up going from best friend to acquaintance to someone who likes your post online to someone you end up muting on social media because they're doing you nothing. Friendships change, and that's okay. They also might end up being your best friend until the end of time, and that's fine too. Singer-songwriter, actress and author Dolly Parton said, "Find out who you are and do it on purpose." Secondary school is a chance to do this and discover your possible place in the world. But it isn't about locking it down, clamping the cage shut and presenting the world with a final version of you. So if you feel something, let it out. Be open, be honest. I guarantee you one huge thing. Every single person reading this, and those not reading it too, has made a mistake today. Everyone has also worried about something they wish they'd asked but didn't dare. Everyone has looked daft at some point in the last 24 hours to someone, and often it's themselves. Think of this time of your life as going shopping for a new coat. You're going to go out and try a few on before you decide which one to buy. Even then, a coat's not forever. It's for now. So embrace what makes you unique. If someone calls you a weirdo for wearing a lime green and bright pink polka dot hat to school, they might be right, but who actually cares? It might be that you want your hair in a certain style. You want to be the centre of attention one day and not the next. You might love doing maths when your friends don't. You might like going to stamp collecting club after school but feel a bit embarrassed about it. You might not want to wear makeup to school. You might want to wear makeup. You could find trusting people hard to be unsure about your sexuality. You possibly like the idea of doing a ballet in an after-school club. You could think you're the next Shakespeare and just love writing romantic poetry. You might have a fear of balloons or find eye contact difficult. You might like your trousers short, or you might be that person who's really paranoid about a birthmark and worry about what people will say. Whatever it is, it makes you, you. Cherish it. Try it on and see if it fits. As long as you're not doing anything wrong, then you're doing right. Schools have rules, as do homes, so make sure you respect them. But schools and teachers are 100% in favour of helping young people become empowered, strong and excellent in every way. You're learning about Shakespeare, Pythagoras and particles, and getting the best qualifications in those subjects is really important. And that will get your foot in the door of your dream job in a few years' time. But what gets you that dream job is the human being you are. Stand out. Be yourself. Supermodel Alex Weck, who lived a really hard life before becoming one of the most famous models in the world, said, "You are beautiful. It's okay to be quirky. It's fine to be shy. You don't have to go with the crowd." She's absolutely right. What makes you distinctive is what people know you for. So know it yourself. Wear that coat and own it, until you see another coat that you might think might be for you.